In an epic competition of tiny proportions,
Make it mini.
11 elite miniaturists from around the world
Oh my gosh, I am here.
compete to craft their dream homes, one tiny room at a time.
Here we go.
So painful.
Constructing painstakingly detailed houses in the tiniest of scales in just mere hours.
Oh,
I'm a trooper, I keep going, and I'm not gonna stop.
And they'll do this all under the watchful eyes of the judges.
I'm quite intimidated by that.
Miniature guru Emma Waddell
I'm loving the story that you're telling us, not just with your skill, but with your imagination.
and interior design expert Michael Lambie
I love the fantastic use of space.
will decide who will walk away with a world-renowned residency and a grand prize valued at $15,000,
Pressure, pressure, pressure.
who doesn't like winning?
and whose tiny dream will come to an end.
Go tiny or go home.
I'm Abba Makwando, and this is Best in Miniature.
I'm Tom, and I've been making miniatures for practically my whole life. I think a lot of people see miniatures as toys or a hobby, and I do think that I'm a little bit different in that sense because I try to make things functional. I feel pretty confident, and I really want to win this.
So cute. Oh my gosh, look at this place. I'm Susan, and I'm an ordained Presbyterian minister. But it has been my dream to become an artisan in miniatures. Seeing Tom here, he's the Tom that I follow on social media. He's one of the most skilled miniaturists I've ever seen. I know what I'm up against.
I'm Lewis. I've been making miniatures for about 9 years. When it comes to the miniature community, you don't see a lot of people of color, especially males. I don't care what people say. I want to prove that, hey, I can build, I can design. If I was to win this competition, I want to rub it in their face and say, hey, guess what? I'm doing what I want to do.
I'm Philip. I've been a New Yorker for over a decade now, and I make miniatures as my full-time job. I have an online store which has my miniature product line of over 500 items. When I was a kid, I was always enamored with buildings, cities, skyscrapers, and then, of course, New York. It's a poo-poo platter of architecture. I'm here to learn and meet new people and make new friends, but I also want to crush them.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the workshop. Before we get started, let's meet our esteemed judges.
The UK's Emma Waddell, judged to one of the world's most prestigious miniature festivals, and whose tiny houses have been featured in magazines and ad campaigns worldwide.
Now the real work begins.
And award-winning designer and artist.
Michael Lambie, who is an authority on decor trends and creating luxurious and distinctive spaces around the world.
How you doing, everyone?
It's time for your first big challenge. Today, you will build the structure and exterior of your miniature dream house.
The exterior home should have a distinct style that reflects who you are, and all design elements should feel cohesive.
You must build at least 3 exterior walls.
Functioning windows, and of course, as many miniature details as you dare.
And remember, if you make it past this first challenge, this structure will house all your future rooms, so make sure it's built well.
At your stations are the pre-made pieces of your house structure that you brought from home. You'll have 10 hours for this challenge. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Make it mini.
The first step is to build the exterior, and I'm starting by building my frame.
I would be working on this for months if I was working at home. My name is Suzette. My ideas are heavily inspired by horror movies. I love Halloween. I love haunted houses. I always feel like I'm an outcast no matter where I am. I feel different from the norm. The story of my house is a newlywed couple that move into their forever home, but it's a haunted house. I am going to make it look aged and add a creepy fence and very intimidating windows. A moody atmosphere. That's what I like.
Okay, what was the first thing I was gonna do? My name is Tina. I am the oldest competitor here. I've been making miniatures since way before the internet even existed. I'm a strong competitor because I'm a jack of all trades. I think it's good for those young whippersnappers to have somebody older to look up to. I'm making the tower for my house, which is a home for bats, owls, and a baby dragon. The only word I could use for my personal style is eclectic. I'm going to build a medieval house. It has a tower in the center, which contains a circular staircase. There's also a recessed porch at the front with an elaborate wooden door with iron hinges. Miniatures have helped me through some very tough periods in my life. When my husband was very sick, it was an escape. Voila, stonework.
Measurement is always key when it comes to miniatures. So I am measuring windows, and my plan is to knock them out and then assemble the house. My name is Antavia Cherry, and I'm a high school teacher. My miniature style is, I don't want to say swanky, but I do like swanky. I like fashionable clothes, and I like fashionable decor. I'm excited because I get to make my dream modern contemporary home. This home has big windows, straight lines. It's going to be sleek and stylish. This is the house that I would like to raise my kids in. Hopefully measuring twice will ensure that I get it right. Time management is going to be a challenge.
This world of miniatures is pretty amazing.
Many, many hundreds of years ago, dolls' houses were made for kids, and they were made out of scraps of rubbish and cupboards and kitchen units and
whatever they could find.
Anything they could find and nailed and cobbled together.
Today, miniatures aren't just for kids. They've exploded in popularity because of social media, and now everyone's obsessed with tiny things.
I love seeing that more people are getting into miniatures. This used to be something that I felt very alone in, you know. Now it's kind of becoming mainstream. I'm Kat, and I've been making miniatures since I was 12. It's something that brings me into another world, and it's something that allows me to afford things in real life that I can't actually possibly afford now. The sooner I get my walls up, the sooner I get my roof in, and then I've actually got a third layer. I want straight angles, something a little more modern, and preferably with a green roof on top. Doesn't look like much of anything now.
Okay, this is too big. I need to break out the big guns for this one. The reason that I'm using pliers to drive this miniature nail in is because if you were to use a hammer, it would just split this small piece of wood so fast, which I discovered through trial and error. I'm making a miniature replica of my grandparents' cottage. I have so many special childhood memories of spending time there, and I really want to recreate that. The key features are the A-frame with the floor-to-ceiling picture windows and the cedar strip siding. I am building this whole house out of wood that I milled down to create scale lumber.
I like it. Very cool, very you.
Philip is going to be fierce competition.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm a self-admitted perfectionist. Let's just say I have trouble going to sleep if things are out of place.
I just need to focus.
I'm making a 5-story, ultra-modern townhouse that would be in New York, complete with sliding glass windows, recessed lighting, and a lovely rooftop terrace. I'm hoping that this bold, modern design will tower above my competition.
It's going to be interesting to see how people personalize stuff.
I hope to see a huge variety. It could be a craftsman-style house, it could be a bungalow, it could be a Rapunzel tower. I'm really excited to see what their idea is of the perfect house.
What do you anticipate being the biggest challenge for them to create these dream homes in such a short period of time?
Pressure, working under pressure.
This is my first dollhouse that I've ever built. I'm a Nova Scotian girl, so I like that style. My house will have some warmth in it. It will be a space that can be enjoyed by family and friends. Me and my husband are currently in the process of looking for our very first home. Working on this miniature house gives me an opportunity to really contemplate what I would look for in a full-size house. The roof is correct. The roof is correct.
Look at that, craftsman built that. I'm Stephen from sunny England. I'm making a miniature house that looks like it was made 200 years ago. 19th century architecture. It's got wibbly-wobbly glass in the windows, but it's a kiddie-friendly doll's house. The past fascinates me. I've got collections of coins and flints and arrowheads and all sorts of wonderful stuff.
What are you creating here?
It's a doll's house. The idea is that so that you can play with both sides. It's an open back and it's a theatre.
Does this reflect your personality then? Very theatrical.
Well, some might say.
It's aesthetically pleasing, but it's also you can play with it. It's like my skirt. I have pockets, but it's also really cute.
Yes, practical.
Yeah. It's not holding up. My name is Shallow. I've been a miniature collector for over the past decade, but just 2 years ago, I started making miniature pottery. I have a small online shop. I sold 100 pieces in just 25 minutes, and I was so elated. Working window done. I'm building a shipping container home inspired by the overly inflated real estate prices all over the world. It will have floor-to-ceiling windows, lots of natural light, and clean lines. If there would be a chance that I could own a container home, I would probably live in it.
I'm applying the wood veneer. This is the exterior of the home. A little stressed, but...
I'm Roxanne. I have only been into miniatures for the past 18 months. I've always loved miniatures as a child, and I just kind of put it away for a while. And then because of the lockdown, I just had nothing to do, and so I just started working on miniatures. What makes me a strong competitor is my background. I restore antique and vintage furniture. I've never done an exterior before, built a dollhouse, but furniture is my thing. The style of my house is an updated mid-century modern look. The windows have window slats, and the covering has veneer and cement.
I actually grew up in a mid-century modern house, so this is kind of close to my heart.
Just trying to get my walls organized, putting everything in place by stick pins and lining things up.
The style of my home is a home you probably see in Atlanta, Georgia. Something that has a little bit of charm, has some character.
I definitely live in this house.
When I'm not making miniatures, I'm a project manager for construction. I always have this big plan of what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna build, how I'm gonna build it.
Once I get the second floor completed, and I can go on to the third floor, and then I can put them all together like a sandwich.
I'm a very ambitious person.
This looks complicated. It does, but trust me, it's gonna come together like one of those jigsaw puzzles.
Okay, everyone, you are 3 hours in. 3 hours.
Work, work, work away.
Once I get these windows together, I'll be able to assemble the house.
The windows are really crucial for the structure of the house. If the measurements aren't right, then it's not gonna fit in.
I think I'm on schedule, I don't know.
Don't. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I always work relatively fast, but this is just crazy.
I at least have half of my shell up. Still got a lot of more work to do.
Steady hands. Steady hands, don't stress.
No. Don't. Oh my God. These damn walls.
Do you want to try masking tape?
I'm gonna tape it. Amazing.
I will be helpful to people, but I don't want to say I don't care if I win. There, you should be good to go now.
Yeah, that should be good. Thank you so much, Tina.
I'm gonna be interested to see how the miniaturists create these dream homes.
Everybody is so creative and everybody has such a vivid imagination.
And we're already seeing a lot of styles. A modern home, a cottage, a haunted house.
I truly believe the possibilities are endless.
I don't think I was expecting this many modern house people here.
Philip is ultra modern.
I don't know what ultra modern means. I flunked out of architecture school. So, I mean, seriously, I really did.
The inspiration behind this container home is affordable. I'm seriously considering having a container home someday. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I came to Canada to give my family a good life. Having a dream home and having a good environment for our son to grow up with, that's my dream. I think it's kind of cool. Hoping that the judges see how passionate Shallow is.
Looking good. Tell us about what materials are you using to build your structure.
I'm using wood and then foam core that I bevel on the edge to create corrugated walls.
Is that texture going to wrap the whole container?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen a house. Well, it's completely an alien concept to me.
Yeah, that's
as
my
a
goal,
dollhouse
to
before, ever.
show a new, not the typical one, but
yeah.
I am about to build the spiral staircase in the tower. It's fairly ambitious, but it's so important for the story I want to tell. The residents of this house, they're raising an orphaned baby dragon, and it needs a place to be able to escape. As you can probably tell, I have an overactive imagination. It probably goes all the way back to being immersed in medieval fantasy books when I was a kid. I hope that the judges appreciate my storytelling.
Hi, Louis.
Hello there. Welcome to my dream home. I've been drawing and sketching homes like this since I was a kid, and to actually see one of my designs is kind of like, wow. I got a little bit of experience in architecture.
Are you concerned about structure and weight? Because there's a lot of structure.
Well, let me show you.
Yo.
Oh my
So
God.
it's kind of like, I got room.
Okay.
You know, I got room to do this. My vision is to have some siding. I want to put some stone veneer up. I want to do some stucco finishes. I want the whole works for this house.
Yeah, this is like incredibly ambitious.
Well, I'm an incredibly ambitious person. There are not a lot of people of color, specifically male, like me, doing this. And I tend to find myself as like the unicorn. I want to prove that, hey, I could make anything, real life, big life, into small, tiny life.
Yeah, this is working right now. It's all good.
Functioning windows, that's one of the requirements, and I want to make sure they work the way that I plan for them to work. I need to get them right before I start to assemble the house. Still trying to follow my plan. I am about to re-glue this. I have my first window. It's a little stiff, but it will open and close.
I love being scared. I just love that feeling. It's almost like an adrenaline rush. I want to add that into my miniatures.
Right now I'm installing the largest windows in my house, the A-frame windows. Okay, let's hope this is a perfect fit. An A-frame house typically has very large windows on one side. I just have to be very careful with these big sheets of glass because they're extremely fragile. Looks pretty good.
Voila. Nice job, Philip. I definitely am extremely ambitious, and, you know, I live in New York. There's a vibe. I'm from New York. I'll break your legs. I have an online store which has my miniature product line. My clients love high fashion trends and fancy exclusive items. My dream is to open a storefront. I would love, love, love to have a store with my name on it, and I can really kind of build a little industry.
That's a very tall building. It looks like a New York skyscraper.
Yeah, the person that lives here is gonna be athletic. I thought about an elevator and I was just like,
Yes.
you know what, less is more.
Is this your dream house? Is this what you would live in?
I wouldn't turn it down.
If you had the 20 million, right?
Well, maybe one day, we'll see.
Maybe more.
It's always difficult because it's so small and the glue is so sticky. My miniature making journey began in a craft store where I saw prepackaged miniatures and I was hooked from that day on. I never looked back.
Boarding on the side of the house. I like the detail that you've given it. I actually thought it was wood.
I did a wood texture this sanding board.
What do you hope to finish before your time runs out?
I'm hoping to finish installing the windows, do a paint job, and do a couple of the small elements that we need. As I think about what I want in a dollhouse, I'm also thinking about what I would like in a real house.
Painting my traditional English doll's house. I've always painted. I always knew I was going to do something with art. I'm very good at what I do. I'm an artist restorer. I paint stuff for schools, scenery, sort of murals. I paint as opposed to making objects and sticking them on the side of the house. I can get sort of 3D effects. I hope the judges noticed the effort in it. If you stand back here, you sort of think, oh, yeah, it is quite good. I think my biggest strength is being a bit more artistic and free. So I'm just making it up as I go along now.
I'm just putting the wrought iron hinges on the door. I'm not that much of a fan of painting. It's a necessary evil. I wish I was an artist and could actually paint a portrait, but I'm not.
Artists, you are halfway through.
Bullets.
Uh-oh, I'm nervous.
This is a windowed wall that's going on the second floor. Just gotta make sure I have enough of these.
I look around and it looks like Philip and Tom are way further ahead than I am. And I am sweating.
2.
There's a wall that has not gone up yet.
Oh, looks like I'm missing a piece.
If I don't finish, I might be eliminated. I'm nervous.
I just gotta focus and push through.
Right now, I'm just trying to get things put together because of the time crunch. I'm not quite at the point of panic, but I've got to get this thing put together. Windows need to get set in, and this needs to get glued together like pronto. The problems that I'm facing are problems that I knew I was going to face because I didn't have a plan in place for making this. It's going to be really rough.
We're only halfway through our time right now, and I do have a lot of work done. However, I do still have a lot of work to do. Specifically, the siding on my house. The smell of cedar really takes me back to my grandpa's workshop and being a little boy and watching him use the table saw. And it's one of those smells that every time I work with it, I'm just in absolute bliss. A big part of my work is trying to recapture that feeling of childhood and reconnect with it. I'm really working to make my grandfather proud.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Abba.
So how did you come into being a miniaturist?
It was around the age of 6 or 7, and I really wanted a guitar. And I asked my parents over and over again, will you buy me a guitar? And they kept saying no. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna make my own. And I did. And it was about that big because the only tool I had was a little pocket knife. And I got such an incredible feeling that I still to this day can't really describe.
Michael, tell me what you're looking for. Your background is design.
A house is a house until we give it our own spin. So I'm excited to see the elements that these artists will bring to their dream homes. It's that attention to detail that would help bring their visions to life.
I'm nervous about the stairs. I have to wait for it to dry before I move. When I'm making miniatures, I have to be more careful with it. My hands are shaking because they're so tiny. I'm not touching it anymore because I'm afraid it might collapse.
This is gonna be a planter. A little bit of greenery in front. It's plant time, here we go. I'm gonna pull these off their, oh, that's perfect.
Isn't that great?
The thing that sets me apart with my miniatures is my taste level and how I choose to decorate and finish a structure. I'm working on some potted planters, and I just thought adding some color pops would be a nice addition. I love plants. They're a big part of my life. I'm really proud of my plant collection. These potted plants are a way to bring a little bit of home to this beautiful structure. I love my plants. They're like my family.
Now I'm working on my mailbox. Making it out of aluminum. It's coming together nicely. I think it's going to be little details like this that we've been specifically asked to make that the judges will be focusing on.
Hello, Antavia.
Hello.
How far along in the process are you right now?
I am working on the windows right now, and when I complete all of the windows, then I can assemble the house.
Assemble it. You're sticking to the quality of what you're trying to build?
Yes, I want it to be beautiful.
Are you feeling a bit tight with your time?
I still feel like I can meet the deadline.
It'll come together last minute.
Yes.
I'm adding the shingles, and I actually did the shingles with sandpaper. And I just cut them into little squares because they have a nice texture. I have to paint the roof for it to really come alive in the end. I want it to look just pure dread and spooky. People always want to put me in this box that I am just dark and I'm scary when I'm the complete opposite. I actually love to live in a home that's very open and light. I just love horror. But when it comes to living in a haunted house, no thank you.
Okay, everyone, you have 3 hours left.
I'm nervous.
Oof. Okay.
Everyone else's houses are up except for one more house. But mine is the next to last one. I didn't have a plan in place for making this. I'm a wing it kind of person, so it makes me feel really stressed out. I'm feeling the pressure of the competition.
This is clay, and the best way I can find to keep it warm is to hide it in my bra. So when I need to work on it, I just pull it out and it's nice and soft and pliable. The miniatures that I create reflect my personality. I guess if I was a man, I'd have to keep it in my underwear with a little bit of magic on the side.
Tell us about your house idea.
If I lived in 1674, I would be a witch. I would make love potions. My brother lives with me. He's a retired wizard. He's raising a baby dragon in the dragon's nursery. If you see some weird things, I mean, I'm trying to interpret from a 1600s perspective.
I'm really hoping to see some weird things. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, make some keyholes.
I really need to get on stuff like my siding. I really should get on that. I also have to do a little bit of electricity. That shouldn't take me long. I'm good at electricity. I also want to do some landscaping, too. I'm not much of a perfectionist, so that's a good thing about me, because nothing in life is perfect.
Hi.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
Well, I'm very, 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 very short on time. I don't know how else to say that.
What have you got left to do?
Well, the windows have to go up, and then the whole structure has to go up. And I still have a door, a mailbox, and a roof. I'm just usually used to working on my own schedule.
I know that feeling, don't worry.
I always say in miniatures, there's that moment where everything that you're looking at is an absolute mess. And then you start to put it together, and then suddenly it just becomes something that's recognizable.
You're about to put the wall structure up now?
I will be within the next 35 minutes.
Oh, better hustle, because you only have an hour left.
Trying to get my groove. Time is running out, the clock is ticking. I have to figure out this time management thing. The windows are definitely taking longer than I expected. At home, I'm on my own time. It's a hobby, it's something I do for fun. Here, there are time crunches, and you gotta get it done.
I'm doing the balcony right now. I'm anxious whether I could finish everything. I see Philip's. Oh my God. Philip's work is amazing. He's one of my miniature inspirations. Even if it's not pretty, it still looks a container home.
My dad's an engineer, and my mom is like a really tenacious businesswoman. And as I've gotten later in my life, you know how we all say, oh my God, I'll never be like my parents? I am exactly my parents, two brains put into one body. That really molded and shaped me, taught me like this amazing work ethic. Obviously, engineering mindset, but then I'm also very business oriented, and it's like, okay, I can make these cool things, I have to sell them. I've never missed a deadline, and I've never failed at a project, so I'm gonna win this.
Something that I think is really special about miniatures is it's a personal challenge, and everything that you make is a bit of a test, and you learn something about yourself. You know, can I make this? And if the answer is yes, you've learned something about yourself. If the answer is no, you've learned something about yourself.
I have about 30 minutes to go. I need to assemble the house at this point. So I'm just gonna start with the first floor and work my way up. The part that I love the most about creating miniatures is the finished product. So I gotta get this thing up. This is it. I'm starting to assemble my dream house. It's coming. I'm still confident that I'm going to make it. Once I get this first floor finished, then the rest of it will come together.
Time is winding down. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this house together. It won't be the nicest looking or the most decorated, and I don't have any of the details on it that it needs. It's hard for me to even see how much stuff that I have to do because the list seems insurmountable. I don't know if I can do this in time. Okay, well, something's wrong. The walls are starting to fall apart. The whole thing is crumbling right in front of me. Woo. I'm gonna tape this in place because it's really swinging wildly. I'm having to wrap things like a little mummy to try to hold it up. And I just gotta get this together because if nothing else, I know that I can't move on if I don't have rooms to put things in. You gotta stand. I'm sorry, hun. It's time.
Okay, so our miniaturist completed an entire miniature house in only 10 hours.
So many great pieces, so many homes being realized.
The standard is very high. Interest and quality in every aspect has a different nuance. I have to say, The concern I have is Antavi may run out of time.
Working on the windows and the trim so long and so
Right.
challenging. Another casualty of time is Kat. They had to come in and plan and then adapt time management all at once on the fly. And then Lewis's home, the complexity of it probably shouldn't have been attempted. Just so much.
And I'm not quite sure he can finish everything he's planned.
Right now, I'm working on my mailbox. Look at these little tiny little pieces of mail. So tiny.
This house is big. It's pretty much just like me. Big dreams, big goals, and ambition.
Oh, I like that.
I'm feeling real confident about this.
I live another day.
I still have so much to do. Nothing's going right at this point.
Shoot. Everyone has their house up except me. It feels a little chaotic.
I used the wrong floor. This is the 3rd floor, and this is the 2nd floor, and I don't see how I can keep it the same.
I'm gonna say a little prayer, whatever I need to do to encourage myself and keep going.
I had to fix it.
Okay, everyone, 5 minutes left.
What?
5 minutes left.
That is not right.
Oh, bullets.
It's falling. It's not gonna hold. I can tell that now.
Nope. I'm just trying to make it presentable.
Almost.
Oh, my door doesn't close.
It is not gonna work either. I don't have time to hinge it. There's just no way.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Everyone put their hands up.
There you go. Ta-da. I feel like I've done enough. Looking at my house, I feel good about it.
Time is up, and I'm not finished. I'm a little disappointed, but still feel optimistic. I still feel like I did my best.
Well done.
Well done. I'm so relieved that I at least got it standing and that it stayed standing, but I'm really worried that I'm gonna go home over this.
I guess it's in the hands of the judges now.
Miniaturists, congrats on making it through your very first challenge.
And of course, it wouldn't be a competition without a prize. The winner of Best in Miniature will not only claim the title, but will also receive a cash prize of $10,000, a gift card to purchase supplies and pieces from HBS Miniatures, and a residency with the International Guild of Miniature Artisans in beautiful Castine, Maine,
where you'll study and create mini masterpieces and learn from some of the best artisans from around the world.
This opportunity would be life-changing. I really want to win this competition so I can get that residency.
Hey, welcome home.
Now we feel welcome. There you go.
Of course.
Leave the light on. Presence, obviously very powerful.
Thank you. I wanted to represent urban design in New York.
So there were certain criteria that we asked you to do. We asked you to do at least 3 exterior walls, functioning windows, and some miniature details.
I like the way you framed it with greenery. I find that when you put elements of nature, it pops, so you're drawn to the green balance that you've created.
It can soften up a really harsh line.
We have the working windows.
And if someone wants to grab the tweezers out of the lobby, I think you guys have some mail in the mailbox.
Oh.
If I open this carefully.
Oh, I'm just so obsessed with this little mailbox.
Thank
Good job. Good luck. Oh,
Thanks.
Oh, it's nighttime.
Good night.
It's
And you're
supposed to be.
leaving.
Good night. He's letting us know he wants
Thank
us
you
to
very
go.
much.
No worries. Oh, right? It's so scary.
I really wanted it to be moody. So when you look at it and you look up, you get a bit intimidated by it.
Yeah, well, that's definitely working for me, that's for sure.
So one of the criteria was working windows. So we definitely have a couple at the front here. So check mark.
I made miniature shingles for my roof.
You actually stuck your individual shingles onto the roof, and then you've weathered them as well, haven't you?
Yes, I was doing it one by one. Didn't want them to be straight because I want them to have character.
Yeah, I love that feature, so I really like that.
Very much.
Adding the color really brought that mood out.
It's scary. A ghost for sure lives here and pays rent.
You didn't finish the sides of the house or the roof. I think that would have been a lovely roof.
It would be even a little more striking if it was complete, but I like the fact that what we have here is a powerful angle. That was a nice touch.
From a model-making perspective, it would have been very easy for you to have put the slats flat on the window, but you have actually built them out onto a frame and got them very square. That's very difficult to do. Very beautifully done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. I've seen a lot of dollhouses in my time. I have never seen one with a tower in the center.
The house is a circular staircase.
So I can see the working windows, and I have to say they work beautifully, don't they?
The pyramid angles that you've created really contrast nicely, and then echoes at the top. So when I saw that detail, I think it's really attractive. This is dynamic, and it brings your eyes back up here. So compositionally-wise, I love that. The obvious thing is how ambitious this was, the amount of detail and angles. I mean,
of course, you gotta have some razzle dazzle.
I really do like the window, though.
That's my favorite window.
Yeah, I like this.
It is fun.
So we have the working mailbox with some mail in there, right?
It's a bunch of junk mail.
Junk mail.
Okay, cool.
I like the feature window at the top.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I love natural light.
Yeah, the extra windows on the bay, that's quite unusual. I haven't seen that before. That's really good.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
I like this.
Talking about the final 100-meter sprint. You
You did it. You pulled it out of the bag.
Almost.
Is there a working window?
Unfortunately not.
The front door?
It's not.
It's not working.
No,
Okay.
it is not a working door. My house is a disaster. I know the judges are looking at it with concern and disappointment, and I'm disappointed in myself.
So excited to check out your house.
It feels like a completed project, so congratulations.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Working windows. Ooh, very smooth.
I am happy with how the siding turned out.
Good, and it looks like wood.
The fact that you have this slight overlap, it's very difficult to do. Your accuracy and attention to detail is very, very good.
Thank you.
We have the working windows.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, lovely. And we have the working mailbox. Can I post it?
Well, you should be able to.
I'm going to post it.
There's a box on the back.
Can we see?
Show us.
So just a little
Yes,
box.
there it is. There it is.
This is really square, very structured, very solid. That this could have been a kitchen cupboard.
Yeah, I love that. That's what they used to make them out of.
Round the back, it's a theatre.
So the kids can really enjoy playing with it.
Yes. This is my container home. I call it Shippy.
Shippy.
Yeah.
We have these pivoting full ceiling windows. We have frosted sliding windows here. And over here, we have some clear glass sliding windows. Really interactive, which is what these minis add, right? Because we can touch and play with them.
That's what I want.
That's quite something. Yeah.
Yeah, go big or go home, right?
Yeah,
Go big
yeah.
or go home.
As you can see, I didn't get to finish my house. I was super disappointed. If I could have gotten the windows done quicker, then I could have focused on getting the house up.
I think there might be an issue in your house, and I'll demonstrate that to you. This is a friend of mine called Bob. He's a 6-inch tall gentleman. It represents a 6-foot man. So 1 inch is 1 foot. And as you can see, that door is about 5'6". I would say he's never going to fit through there. I love the fact that you did the chimney.
Yes,
You've done a lot of detail in there, and you put the glass on the front.
It's real glass, all my glasses.
Is it real glass?
Yeah, it's all real glass.
It really reminds me of those large 40-foot trees, right? The architectural details that you're doing really honors the space, but all that glass feels contemporary still. So very impressive. I'm seeing this seam down the middle. What was your goal?
Actually, I can show you what the purpose of that is right now, if you'd like.
Sure.
I thought so.
Oh my God.
So totally interactive. Love it.
It's very cleverly done.
Thank you.
You went metal here. Interesting. What?
Yes.
This is the front door. I'm totally disoriented, or this is the back door now?
This is the front door stay.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Very nice.
Oh my gosh. Can I have a look at the windows?
Of course, yes. So these two right here are my functioning windows.
Are they sash windows?
They are.
It's very difficult to make working sash windows because you have to slide them up and down. Beautiful.
I feel so much joy about having put this house together and having all the important details on it. It makes me feel really happy.
We've seen so many great and miniature homes, some amazing stuff, but unfortunately, we gotta send someone home.
Emma, who impressed you the most?
Tom, for one. Tom's house makes you want to touch it. It has a gorgeous texture on the roof. He has the beautiful wood down the side, and it opens. I've never seen a dollhouse that ever does that before. That's an incredible achievement.
What really struck me was Lewis's. The complexity of it, the ambition in which he approached it.
He probably had the most pieces of all of them to put
intense.
together. Cello. Every aspect of our house has a different nuance. The shape of the windows, one's opening, one's pivoting, one's sliding. She hasn't wasted any design opportunity on the house. She's grabbed everything she can. She has really impressed me with that house. Philip's house, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I just love
exactly.
the detail.
To shoot that high and actually land it, it was impressive.
Is there anyone you would have loved to see more from?
It's unfortunate that we didn't get to see Antavia's best. Her design had potential, but bottom line, it's difficult to judge something that's not finished.
I think Antavia just clean ran out of time.
Yeah.
Another casualty of time is Kat. Honestly, I think Kat was focusing on the details too much. Working on the windows and the trim so long, it seems that she did most of her crucial work in the last hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I think the missing factor in these houses that didn't get finished is their character didn't get installed. So now they're just boxes waiting to be realized.
That's right, yeah, absolutely.
I'm worried, but I try my best.
It's really nerve-wracking.
I'm very proud of what I've done. I believe this is enough to win.
Anything can happen, but I feel very confident in my design. I want to win.
Miniaturists, we put your scaling down skills to the test, and you did not disappoint. We've been wowed by your attention to detail, creative concepts, and incredible construction skills. One of you packed a powerful punch in a tiny package. This week's big winner is Tom.
Thank you.
I love all the natural materials you use. That's one of the things that impressed me the most.
I think you leveled up by making it transform, which was awesome. The technical skill involved in that was pretty impressive. Really nicely done.
Winning definitely puts me on the right foot going forwards. I think the other miniaturists are definitely seeing me as a threat, but I've also set a really high bar for myself.
Unfortunately, one of you didn't quite measure up, and will have to set down your apron and go home. Antavia, we are so sorry. We have to say goodbye to you today.
The first elimination is eye-opening for me. We will all miss her.
In the short amount of time that I was in this competition, I learned that I am brave, that I can do anything that I set my mind to, and I hope that my children see that they should follow their dreams and take risks and do something new.
I'm sad to see Antavia go, but I'm really thankful that I get another chance.
In an epic competition of tiny proportions, everybody ready? 11 elite miniaturists from around the world
I am here.
battle it out one itty-bitty room at a time.
So painful.
They better not sweat the small stuff. Oh, because if they survive elimination, they'll walk away with the ultimate prize. Now, only 10 remain to keep their tiny dream alive.
Go tiny or go home.
I'm Abba Amakwando, and this is Best in Miniature. Hello, miniaturists, and welcome back to the workshop.
Going into the second challenge, after winning the first challenge really gives me a sense of confidence. I feel like I've set a really high bar for myself.
Congratulations to all of you for making it to the next set of challenges.
Today, you'll start tackling the interior, but not so fast. We've got a surprise for you. Before you build each room, we're going to really put your speed and imagination to the test with a series of mini challenges. How you do in the mini challenge will be considered for your overall judging. This challenge is judged blind. So Emma and Michael, off you go. See you back here in a bit.
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
For this challenge, to help inspire you, I have some reinforcements.
Oh, wow.
We want you to make a mini version of that toy you loved so much when you were a kid.
I know that this is something I can do. It's just up to my imagination.
The first thing that crosses my mind is just how long ago my childhood was.
In today's challenge, the judges will be looking for realism, scale, and creativity. You have 75 minutes. Everybody ready?
Yes. Yes.
Make it mini!
Do it, Philip.
Sorry. The mini challenge is a blast from the past. We're asking the competitors to recreate a favorite toy or item that they can share with us, and we can see a little bit about who they are.
It's kind of like coming back to memory lane.
I wasn't too much into toys as a kid, but I did occasionally play with fashion dolls, mostly for the furniture and stuff. I'm making a fashion doll because my sister and I used to play with them for hours. I'm neutralizing this brownish, it's a little too bright, just adding in a beige or base color. It brings me back to the best part of my childhood. This has to hit about 1 inch, and so far my legs on it are almost 1 inch itself.
Scale is my #1 priority. 1 to 12 scale is 1 inch equals 1 foot. I'm looking for something that can be held in a very tiny hand. The scale has to be nailed.
I've made house of cards before in 1/12 scale, and it looks really, really cool. I'm making a miniature cityscape. Some of my favorite childhood things were the simplest. I used to love making house of cards and then building blocks. It doesn't have to be the flashiest, as long as there was enough of it for me to create with. I had a big imagination as a kid. I'm an only child. I often had to self-entertain, and I think that is why I'm pretty weird. And cute. If only there was a parent screaming in the background at me, it would really, really take me back.
I've decided to make a miniature pocket knife. This was something that I spent a lot of time with in my childhood. It was my first tool for making miniatures. Spent a great deal of time whittling and just being creative.
Right now I'm shaping the body of this knife, so this will contain all of the various parts for it.
I was a little bit of an outsider, you know? I was not always interested in doing the things that the other kids were doing, so I often found myself alone making miniatures, and it gave me a real sense of solace and purpose as a child.
I think that this reflects that really nicely.
What you working on over here?
I'm trying to make a pink pig hand puppet that my mother made for me when I was a little girl.
That's adorable.
It was actually my mother that sort of got me interested in crafts. She taught me to knit, to sew, to crochet. I was an only child, and so I think I grew up faster than some children because I was treated as an adult from a very young age.
Can I borrow your tape?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm probably not even gonna use it. Just take the whole thing.
I don't.
No?
Thank you,
Okay. Okay, we're doing all right.
I will be making my childhood spy kit.
A magnifying glass, a manila folder that says top secret on it, and a fingerprint sharp.
Little Susan was a creative kid and also very curious. I was obsessed with wanting to be a spy. I even had a spy-themed birthday party one year.
I love this so much. There's a lot of nostalgia going on right now. My parents are gonna laugh so hard when they see that I've made this.
I'm making a miniature tea set. That's one of my favorite toys growing up. and I'm using a pottery wheel to create one. I think I'm best at miniature pottery. It's really therapeutic. It makes you relax, and I can't explain the happiness when you make one.
So cute.
Yeah, just tiny little nose and mouth. I've got the eyes in there, just the rest of it isn't lining up.
Is that black? Great, thank you.
I'm making a craft box, and then I can start filling it with craft supplies.
I've always been a maker. As a child, I was that kid in the classroom that always knew how to draw.
It takes a lot of concentration. I definitely need 2 pairs of glasses to work on miniatures.
I see you're working away with pink clay, it looks like.
Yes. I'm making a pink telephone that I used to have as a child. As a kid, I would walk around and just pretend I'm an adult and talk on the phone all day and wear my mom's robe.
Oh my God.
I'm not happy with the way my phone looks like at all. When you're looking at it from afar, you're like, okay. But then as you get closer, you're thinking, this does not look too good. Disaster.
Mother.
Time's up.
As a kid, I had a whole bunch of toys. So what I'm doing is I am making a toy chest full of toys.
And I'm making some rollerblades, because I had those as a kid, too.
I wouldn't call myself spoiled, but let's just say I got what I wanted.
Well, I don't know if that's gonna look good, but whatever. I feel like I'm in Cinder's workshop.
I'm making a model aeroplane. I'm using copper to make this toy because it's pliable and you can sort of like make nice shapes out of it. You can bend it. When we were younger, my brother and I were always making stuff. We did have a pedal car and we stuck wings on it. I've never stopped making models or fiddling around or, you know, hitting things with a hammer in the shed.
20 minutes left until we get to judge your childhoods.
Judge your childhoods. Oh, no.
You don't want to judge my childhood. It's pretty expensive. I'm running out of time, and I don't have all that time to be doing all this extravagant stuff that I really want to do. Okay, what can I make now? I need a yo-yo.
We're in the last few minutes of the challenge, and I've sort of just about done everything. Just sort of got to rub the edges a bit to make it look a bit worn.
Come on.
Of course, I don't have enough time to finish this, but I don't want it to look like completely a train wreck.
10 seconds left, miniaturists.
Oh, come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Ta-da.
It's gonna make a yo-yo.
There's still more I could do to this doll to make it look better, but I have no more time for it.
That's about as good as I can do it in 75 minutes.
Please bring your miniature toys to the front. And don't forget your reference object so we can see how teeny tiny your minis really are. Welcome back, judges.
Wow.
This was
amazing,
phenomenal.
right?
Let the blind judging begin.
Hello. It's copper. It's amazing craftsmanship.
Yes.
Do you know, I really want to do this.
Right?
Sound effects. You gotta
I have to do it. I want to play with this one. Yeah. It's an early mobile phone.
Yeah. Oh, I remember them, Emma.
Yeah. So you pick it up and say, hi.
Hello.
There's lots of detailing on the receiver and the dial face as well. It is coming apart a little bit. So I'm going to put it back down.
Look at that. Colored pencils, each one's different. What is this? Is that crumpled paper?
No, that's wool. It's a craft box, isn't it? It's all the stuff you would have in a craft box. Makes you want to make something.
Yes. I believe these are hand puppets, which is always exciting, every kid's favorite. Oh, Huff and Puff, the 3 little pigs, right?
Michael, do you like a cup of tea?
Spot of tea.
This has been done on a pottery wheel. It's beautifully, evenly done. But it's quite large for a children's tea set. To me, the scale is off.
The utility knife. It's made to have it work, which is really awesome.
the skill and the craftsmanship in making the playing cards stay up. And they haven't just done that once, they've done that a few times, so it's almost like a little mini sculpture.
It's a sleuthing kit, like a spy kit. This is executed well. Obviously, it opens nicely. It's a joy to touch. It would have been great, maybe a couple other things, because everything else in here is just paper. I want to take a look at the plethora of toys that we see here. Some of the details could have been handled a little better. Sometimes less is more, as opposed to having to compromise in the quality of them.
Somebody has taken the trouble to make this beautiful doll. If a doll is about 6 inches tall, to make that in miniature in 1/12 scale, it must be just ½ an inch. The scale is absolutely spot on. It's lovely. All of these pieces are wonderful, and they reveal a lot about who you are.
Who made this one? Kat. I love that the closer I got to it, the more it reveals. It brought a smile to my face, so this was a nice piece.
You have nailed the scale. You have defined the feet to the hands, down to the strands of the hair. Absolutely exquisite work. Who made this one? Philip. I like this one for the fun of the boxes, and I like this one for the building blocks, but I also like this one because of the skill involved in creating the sculptures with the cards.
Who made this one? Steven. Proportion seems great, the ratio seems really nice. Overall, it's something that every kid wants or would have, and it was executed beautifully.
Great job, everyone. So judges, who's the winner of our first mini challenge?
We're really torn.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Okay, I think we got it. The winner of the first mini challenge is Kat.
I was not expecting that at all.
Nice work, Kat. Come get your prize.
I'm elated, but still a little shocked. It's like a dream, and I think part of it is my rampant childhood imagination coming back. I don't know. So, yay.
I didn't win, but it's still an early competition, so there's time. It'll come when it's ready.
It's time to continue your work on the miniature house of your dreams. Let's get some work done on the inside, shall we?
Yes.
For today's big challenge, you'll be crafting a living room.
Where you can sip or spill some tiny tea. Am I right?
Your living room must include a scratch-made sofa, a feature fireplace wall, and a fire that actually lights up.
And introducing the Mini Mall, a magical place full of pre-made items to help you with anything you run out of time to complete. It will open in the last hour of the challenge, but be warned, the judges are looking for all room requirements to be scratch-made. So choose your items wisely. You'll have 8 hours to complete this challenge. Are you ready?
Yes.
Make it mini.
This is the first room that we get to build, and I'm really excited for it, but I'm also really nervous.
We built the shell of the house, now I have to build the shell of the room. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. Beautiful.
Today, the miniaturists are going to be doing their first room build, the living room. It's one of the most comfortable and luxurious rooms of the house.
For me, it's important that everything they build in this room has a purpose and suits the style of their home. What I would love to see is their placement of the furniture and how they relate to each other. And I'm really interested to see how they do the treatment around the fireplace, because the fireplace creates a natural focal point in the room. So I'm looking for a showstopper. That's where their personality is going to come out.
You're a hard man to please.
So I've been told.
This is air dry clay, and I'm going to use it for the facing of my fireplace. The fireplace is definitely a center point of the house. In this competition, I am building a mid-century modern house.
For my living room, I'm looking to create a space that's artful and bohemian.
I think this room probably reflects my own personal style. I love a lot of books and plants and texture. I couldn't find a rolling pin. That's gonna have to do.
I'm gonna start with the crown molding, the wallpaper, and the flooring. My miniature house is a Victorian house that's haunted. So my living room is going to be creepy. I'll be adding a Victorian style couch, a fireplace, and long curtains. In a haunted house, you know it's not real, nothing's gonna happen to you, but you want that scare. It's almost like an adrenaline rush, and I just love it. And I wanna add that into my miniatures.
Right now I'm working on the flooring for my living room. I've got this really nice birch veneer. It's a beautiful material. For this competition, I'm making a cottage. It's in a mid-century modern style. My living room is going to feature the key elements of a plush velvet couch, a ceiling fan, as well as a functional fireplace.
The exterior of my house is big, fancy. Think Atlanta. To me, an Atlanta, Georgia home looks like mansions, homes that movie stars live at. It's just where I want to live at and build my actual real home. So my living room is all classical, but I have this arch. It fits in with that style of home, and I think that's gonna draw a little bit of contrast to my other pieces. I think my house is gonna shine the most.
Perfect.
Hey, Shallow.
Hello.
What's your living room at home like?
It's messy because I have 2 boys.
Yes.
You know, they're bag of chips everywhere. I'm always cleaning up their mess. I'm building a shipping container home. My living room is actually how I want my living room to be in real life, with a glass fireplace, a comfy sofa, and a swiveling TV. This would be clean because I'm the only one living in here.
You really have to be like a carpenter, an electrician, and an interior designer, and a furniture builder. It's like crazy range of stuff. I've had a lot of different creative hobbies in the past. In miniatures, I find a place for all of my skills under one banner. My house is in a modern style. So the living room that I'm going to be creating is modern with simple stylistic elements and some instruments. I was born and raised in Nova Scotia. Jam sessions are a big part of the culture over there. We call that a kitchen party. Everyone brings an instrument if they can, and they just take turns leading a song and everyone else follows along. I have never made miniature instruments before, so we'll see how it goes.
One of the things that's the most important feature of a living room, and the hardest part, I think, for the miniaturist is going to be building the couch. I think the main difficulty is trying to upholster the actual couch itself, because fabric doesn't work the way you want it to work. We have a huge range of skills coming into this challenge, but what they'd normally have days to complete, we're asking for in hours. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to accomplish that.
I'm gonna use paper towels for my cushion. Doing upholstery is not my thing, but if I have to, I will.
I am making a Victorian-styled couch. There's a lot of curves to it and a ton of detail.
I'm making matching white canvas sofas. My house is a 5-story, ultra-modern townhouse. In the living room, you're gonna see streamlined, low furniture with minimal lines. The fireplace is gonna be a very long glass kind of feature, just to give it a little bit of glamour. It's my dream concept. Being a small town kind of guy from Ohio, it is a big dream to live in this house, but I think if there's anyone that's gonna obtain it, it's gonna be me. These 2 bolster pillows are gonna make it look very, very modern and classy. Easy and good looking. I love it. It's very like 1960s Italian.
I'm making 2 identical sofas, and one's going to be covered in fabric, which is what the judges want, and then one's going to be sort of like me painting it to look like fabric. My house is supposed to be an old antique doll's house. The living room, it'll have a wood burner, a knoll sofa, and it'll have paintings on the wall. I know I can get different effects and better effects by using paint. So they've got to come around to that way of thinking that sort of, oh, I see, he's a painter. Oh, right. Because I'm not actually going to change that.
Right now, I'm finding the best possible ways to screw up the fireplace, and I'm not really sure what that's gonna be just yet, but I know it's gonna be something wonderful. The concept of my house is modern, and for the living room, I'm really trying to showcase elements of wood and stone, and I want to do a coffee table that's made of concrete. I also want my fireplace to be open on either side. That way it can heat 2 rooms as opposed to 1.
Hello, Kat. I see you're working away.
Working as hard as I can.
How are you feeling about this big challenge then?
More comfortable. I'm a furniture person. Something is wrong.
Uh-oh.
No, that's me. It's okay. We'll have a frame at the top, so it'll be
Exactly.
okay.
And also, you won the mini challenge, so I have faith in you.
Good. I'm glad that someone does.
No, you're doing great.
I'm covering my fireplace with a layer of oven baking clay. The house is the residence of a brother and sister, retired witch and wizard. These folks live a regular, normal existence with a little bit of magic on the side. My living room looks like a medieval living room in a very old house. I will have an early version of a Sheraton sofa and a fieldstone fireplace. In the olden days, people would plow their fields, and of course, the rocks would be taken out and put aside, and they'd be reused, which is where the phrase fieldstone actually came from. So my fireplace is made of these stones that came from the fields around the village. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't make my fireplace any bigger.
4 hours left, miniaturists. Halfway through.
Oh my gosh.
No. The fireplace is too tall. I should have checked before I got this far into the process. Oh! I am trying to assemble this fireplace, but I'm having some issues. I had to break these pieces back off, and yeah, now it's getting really gluey. I'm not liking it a whole lot.
I do not think time is going to be my friend in this competition.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
So I see you've made 2 Knoll sofas.
Yes, the world's most impractical sofa, but they look very nice.
Explain to me about the tassels and why they're roped up like that.
Well, in theory, you can let down the ends and you can use it as a day bed, but I don't think anybody ever does.
How are you managing with time?
I think all right. Once I've got the fireplace up and the wood burner in, I'll start on the other bits. But it's all coming together. The living room represents everything in my head. It's got all the things that I like.
I'm about to cut some furniture. This is a coffee table.
I have some experience with furniture restoration. I restore antique and vintage furniture, and I have transferred a lot of that skill into my miniatures. It just reminds me of my childhood. I actually had 3 doll houses, and I've never lost that love. So yeah, it's just a bit of a full circle moment.
Okay, here we go again.
Tell us your ghost story. How's it going?
This house, the owners died in it, but the house got repurchased by a newlywed couple, and they just had a baby.
Right.
So all the furniture that you'll see in here, it's how they bought it.
The original owners.
Yes.
The ghosts.
Exactly.
Right.
Nothing's been cleaned yet.
Sometimes it's harder and takes longer to make something look older than it does to if you put it in there and made it look clean.
And when I'm weathering things at home, I spend hours
Just
doing
doing
it
it,
because
yeah.
it's layer after layer after layer.
I didn't expect anyone to try to make a chaise.
Oh, really?
I have to say. Yeah, because of the amount of curves and the
Yes.
upholstery to get that
Once I
nailed.
started making it, I was like, why did I do this? I definitely do like to work outside of my comfort zone. I like to push myself. I like to push the boundaries of what I'm capable of.
So I wanted a ceiling medallion, so this had pins and needles, and I figured they're not using this. So I took all the pins out. This has a hole. I can go ahead and put my light, and it'll hang just like this for a ceiling medallion. So this is what we're gonna go with. Sometimes you really just gotta think on your feet.
So I am a little bit of a dreamer, but I like to actually put things into fruition and actually manifest them, and eventually they do come. I've always pictured myself in this miniature home that I'm gonna build one day. I would love to have a home base, A place that I can be like, it's my big house with all these big, nice, fancy rooms. It's all mine.
Philip gave me this cute magazines for added styling in my room. So in return, I'm gonna help him with the wiring for his fireplace. That's the deal. You just have to connect red and red, and then like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Easy, right?
Oh, why don't they just do that for you? Our community's close-knit. There's definitely a lot of camaraderie.
Philip and I are good friends, hopefully.
This is developing to like a showman's. I'm obviously not. She's married. Okay. No fruit will bear.
I am waiting for some glue to dry on my couch. Everything fits, everything works. And there's my last piece of ceiling beam going in. Now, pray.
Artists, only 1 hour left.
Yikes. Oh no, why is it not? My fireplace is not lit up. This is one of the criteria. I think there's something disconnected. I don't know what the problem here right now is. Gosh. Oh my God. My fireplace is not lit up. I have to fix this. I was tinkering with it, and then suddenly it lights up, and wow. Oh my God.
Roll up, and get your miniatures. The mini mall is open. So if you're behind, now's your chance to get in there.
I really want to show the judges that I don't rely on the mini mall. I don't even think about it. I think for now, I'm just going to try to keep it to the bare minimum.
I have my eye on a very special table for my witch to use for her tarot readings.
I'm good.
Part of my inspiration came from the fact that a very long time ago in a different life, I used to read tarot cards for fun and profit until I scared myself so badly that I stopped. My witch hasn't reached that stage yet. She's still pretty good at it. I wonder what kind of a fortune I'm giving this poor soul.
The miniaturists are creating their very first room built today. No small feat. With less than 1 hour left, what are you seeing?
As these rooms come together, I look for detailing, I look for interest. I want to be captivated by the room. I have to say, Susan's living room, so far, not enough details for me.
It doesn't feel cohesive with the house, and it's a little too safe.
Yeah, too safe, yeah, definitely. And that worries me with so little time left.
I love how Suzette's personality is coming through the more she works on it. It's right on style and brand with her concept, and the story's being told, so I'm excited and a bit scared to see the finished room.
I know Kat can do more. I feel like she could push herself some more. Some of the materials she's using, she needs to experiment some more and see what she can come up with, because right now, it just doesn't look like enough. Stephen's living room. Oh my goodness, I just love the detailing that he's putting in there. A lot of imprint of it, probably his own personality. Philip's, really impressive. The color combinations, the texture combinations. Wow, he's really stepping up in his challenge, and he really seems to be having fun.
The most fun part about miniatures is the detail, the small things, putting the rooms, the style, the furniture, the aesthetic you're going for. So there'll be little pops of accessories everywhere.
I'm making little clay pipes and smoking pipes. So I'm gonna make as many different shapes, sort of type pipes as I can.
Right now I'm working on some coffee mugs. I didn't bring my miniature espresso machine with me, otherwise I would be brewing some real coffee. My standard scale is slightly larger than we're being asked to work in this competition. And I know that the judges are going to be looking at it, just absolutely inspecting our rooms for every little detail.
I don't know if I'll have the time to do what I want to with the space.
My priorities are done. Right now I'm just working on the sort of fun bits, the little extras. I have some little Easter eggs in my room, in particular my ceiling fan that really works. And I have a little bit of magic with my fireplace as well. I'm burning a tiny little alcohol burner that I use in my miniature kitchen to do all of the cooking of miniature food that I do. It's something that introduces just a teeny little bit of danger into the process. I love seeing other people's faces when they figure out that one of my miniatures works. The laughter, the joy, that kind of feedback is really what I get out of it.
making one last table. I think I have time.
You have 1 minute left.
Never mind.
Coming to the end of the challenge, I'm feeling pumped up and ready to move in.
Oh my God, what happened here?
Nothing's sticking. Driving me nuts.
It's just a little crooked, but I'm out of time to keep playing with it.
All right, how are we gonna stuff this?
I might be lacking some home decor pieces, but what I have is good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off your little living rooms.
I'm tired, but I'm happy. I hope the judges see that I really took the time to build a story with the accessories.
I feel really good. I actually did everything I set out to accomplish.
I hope the judges notice that it is clearly a period room. It is what it is, and it fits with the house.
Hello, Stephen.
Stephen, how you doing?
Can you tell us about the story of your living room and who lives in the house?
It's sort of some 19th century bloke. He enjoys art and antiques and travelling around and sort of exploring places.
So in this challenge, we ask you to do a scratch-made sofa with upholstery, a feature fireplace wall that lights up for your living room to be complete.
Let's take a look. Wow.
Look at that.
The Knoll sofa is one of my favourites.
We have one that's painted, which is definitely your technique. You're a masterful painter. And then we went one with upholstery.
Yes, yeah.
And the fabric on there.
That one works better with the whole of the room and all the painting and everything than that one.
You've done a wood-burning stove inside the fireplace?
Yes, yeah. The idea is that it's the end of the day and it's it's all sort of glowing and it's sort of, it's all quite mellow, really.
The detail work on the sofas, the walls, the pipes, very impressive. And it's cohesive with the overall aesthetic of your home. So well done.
This is my living room. I kept a light color scheme, but I also tried to make it feel dark, grungy, and definitely well lived in.
Even though it's supposed to be gloomy, it's very stylish. It's very inviting because of the chicness of the style.
Exactly what I was going for. For the fireplace, I did some detailing and some sculpting work.
You got the skull. I love all the detail in there. This is all the same treatment, and it's lit up awesome.
You've chosen to make a chaise. That is one of the most complex sofas that you can possibly make. The styling and the Queen Anne style legs as well is very well done. And you have nailed the scale.
Thank you.
So I really went into the mindset of who lives here, and it's someone that works in fashion, maybe an editor. They've come home after a long day of firing assistants. They're just ready to relax after a long day.
You have made 2 sofas, and I love the scaling. The sofa has a softness to it, which I really like.
We have a living room here, but it's almost in 2 sections.
This one I wanted more like you could line your friends up and see across and have a good dialogue and really pack that full of people. And then if you want more of like your quiet time, move into the den and, chill out.
I want to take a peek at the fireplace.
Sure.
I'm very curious of the texture that you brought in there. You went for the concrete look, which is cohesive with the contemporary aesthetic of your place, with the hit of the fire, so I love it.
Thank you.
Hello, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Welcome.
Clearly something's going on here, so what's the backstory?
We have a youngish couple living here, and they're just getting set up for a jam session for the evening. We'd also call that a kitchen party, but it often doesn't happen in the kitchen. It's usually where there's a bit more space. We have people arriving and getting their instruments unpacked, and they're getting ready for just a great night of community and music and just a really nice time.
The critique I would have is that it feels just like kitchen party and not much like living room. If we were to take away the elements that were added for the party, there'd be nothing left. The creativity we were hoping to see, it's just not there.
This room, for me, lacks details in the room itself. There's no baseboard, and some of the flooring is coming up a little bit at the back, and the sofa is underwhelming.
I did feel the crunch of time when it came to some of those finishing pieces.
Yeah, it's just a little too plain for me, I think.
Today, it's early in the morning. They're drinking coffee, they're doing a puzzle together, and having a fire. And so it's a space where you can just come and relax. This is an old couch that's been used for decades.
Constructive criticism-wise, scaling, I think that the mugs for me, they look a little on the large side, especially compared to some of the other things.
I actually have a special surprise for the fireplace.
Okay.
Something that's a little risky.
Look at that. We are going for some real flame. Look at that.
Honey, and we have fire.
And you have
bold.
smoke coming out of the chimney.
Oh, look at... I'm blown away that you lit it.
Yeah.
Like, just to
Yeah.
pull that up, I've never seen that before.
Very clever.
Hello, Kat.
Hello.
You made it through.
I did, barely, by the skin of my teeth.
Tell us about the story of your house. Who lives here, and what were you trying to achieve?
One of my favorite times of the day is when my son is still asleep in the mornings or at night, and after
Right.
I've tidied everything up, I like to just go lay and sit on the sofa and just do nothing.
Oh, I can see the sofa, yeah. And it's a squishy, yeah. Passes the squishy test, yeah. And I like that you've got the throw over the top as well, and the colours.
Well, thank you.
You're mimicking an electric fireplace with this one?
I'm trying to, yes.
You got the light popping, and it's a double-sided, which is a beautiful feature for whatever room's on the other side. Curious why you covered up these great low windows that you've created by backing this giant couch up to it. Your other window, the couch would have fit really nicely there. Did maybe a console table.
If that's the case,
we can swap.
Move it right now, Michael. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, just, we could just do that, and then you just come right back. Okay.
Welcome to the home of Hiram and Hepzibah Haggletooth. Her last client has just left, but the cards are still laid out on the table. They often have their evening meal here, so there's stew cooking on the side of the fireplace there. And they're waiting now to get together and end their day.
End the day, wind it down. Honestly, it was the smell of the stew that drove me in. Well, I love the way it fireplace turned out. It's really authentic looking, and even the pattern of the stone. A lot of times you have a lot of different colorful stones, and this one wasn't overdone, so beautifully done.
The typical characteristics of a Sheraton sofa is either the slightly arched back or sometimes a straight back, and always the very fine legs. That's beautifully done.
All big dreams start out small, but in this case, miniature. I'm going to build this house one day, and I'm manifesting it right now. You can see that I'm moving in.
So tell me about how you made this. What materials did you use for this one?
I made the couch out of foam core and some paper towel.
I've not heard that one before.
I understand what you're doing. Right now it's boxes, the chairs are upside down. It's a creative concept, but if I was decorating this room, I'd pay a little bit more attention to how you expect people to move through.
I would like to say attention to detail. I love the pillars, but please make sure everything is absolutely straight. Nail your finish. Do not slack on the details. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to my humble abode.
Thank you.
So it's quite eclectic, isn't it? So you've got a real mix of styles. The couch, it's beautifully executed. Did you sew it or did you use glues?
I use a hem tape.
I've not heard of anyone using the hem tape before, so that's new. And it's been done very crisply and very neatly, so I think it looks beautiful.
The couch, I feel it's oversized, not necessarily even just by scale, but for your room. I would have sized this down an inch or two, just so it's not so deep, because it seems like it's taking up all the space and there's no way to move around.
So the inhabitants of this house, they embrace something that I coined a couple years ago called Le Cachet. It stands for Local Economy, Craftspeople, Artists, and Secondhand Economy.
So are you living in this house?
This resembles somewhat of the elements in my house.
Oh, open concept, love it. This is more of a wood-burning fireplace, right? Just naturally opened.
That is correct, and it features ceramic tiles.
It's got like a nice stone hearth at the bottom as well, isn't it? It's a nice detail.
Yes, thank you.
Very suited to your mid-century modern design. The only negative, I would say, is I feel like what's remaining of the room and the ceiling are a little bit bare for me. You've done such attention to detail in what's there, the character that you've got in the small space you had. I would like to have seen more of that go around the rest of the room and onto the ceiling.
Absolutely. I don't know if I've done enough, but I'm optimistic.
The miniaturists created their very first room build today. Which ones impressed you the most?
Stephen's living room. I love this feeling he's got. the style of the Knoll sofas, the pipes laid around. He's really invoking character into the living room. A lot of his own personality going into there. You can really feel it coming through.
Suzette pulled it off fabulously because she designed the space. Everything fit, everything was proportioned, and it was nicely placed. When you zoomed in closer, you started to see the detail. Each piece was taken to another level. And then the complexity of her sofa was amazing. Beautifully done.
Phillips, oh my goodness. I could really tell who lived in his room by the details that he put into it. He made all the furniture himself. It was made exquisitely. The color combinations, the texture combinations, he nailed it for me.
Who is in danger of going home?
Despite winning the mini challenge and impressing us with her attention to detail, I feel like Kat missed the mark with her living room. It seems like she made pieces and just placed them in this space. She wasn't considering the architecture that she created. It doesn't feel cohesive. It doesn't feel like it was a plan that's coming together at all. And I love Susan's ode to the East Coast with the kitchen party room. It would have been a little bit more successful if it felt like a living room that was transformed to a party and not like an empty hall that was just having a party there.
There was nothing interesting for me on the walls. It wasn't finished particularly well. Susan's lack of detailing in the room, it just didn't sell it for me.
The risk of my going home is very real.
I've done everything that's asked of me and then some again, so I'm hoping that's enough to drag me across the finish line this time.
Please don't send me home.
Miniaturists, congratulations on your very first room build. One of you really impressed us by letting us into a chic and sophisticated world. Every surface was considered, and each piece was exquisitely crafted by hand. We're delighted to say that today's big winner is Philip.
Oh. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
It was made beautifully. The finish was exquisite. I absolutely loved it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm definitely excited to win this challenge. I feel like it's really, really well deserved. My living room is a little beautiful masterpiece. Yeah, job well done, Philip.
I never want to do this part, but it is a competition, so unfortunately, someone will be leaving us today. One of you struggled with attention to detail, and your living room was a little too simple. I'm sorry to say that we have to say goodbye to Susan.
Sorry. The hardest part about leaving is actually leaving all the rest of the miniaturists, because working in the same room with so many people who have the same passion has been absolutely inspiring.